Hey, what's going on, church family? I wanted to just come up with this video regarding a few announcements that was given during family time this past Sunday. First of all, I hope you enjoyed Pastor Kyle and his message on discipleship and his story as becoming a disciple himself, and also the challenge and the motivation to disciple our families and to disciple others in the congregation, to disciple new people outside of the congregation. He had a touching story, and it even brought a few to tears as I'm receiving testimonies. Kyle, very much in his strengths, it is very much about the practicality of our walk. Kyle has always been a great counselor, a great listener. Kyle has always carried with him this priority of, what does this look like in shoe leather? After I've received instructions from the Bible, what does this look like in practicality? And he's going to be a great addition to our staff, a great addition to our pastoral team. Pray that you enjoyed him. But during family time, I got to interview him in front of the congregation, and he just got to speak about his motives for coming out from Arizona, now moving to Kansas. Again, he's going to be here by October 9th with his family. And the number one thing that struck me is he wants to live sent, and number two, he genuinely believes this is a better place for his family. I've noticed that if we're not careful, because we've lived in a place for so long, we start to wonder why anybody would want to live here. But the truth is that people right now are seeing the need to get out of cities and to set their heart and their mind apart for God's work. People are wanting to get out from the rat race and wanting a little bit more space and simplicity where they can serve God with more intentionality. And that's what I see God drawing Kyle's heart to do. So please welcome him as he comes to our church. Add him on Facebook. Just type in Kyle Morris. You'll find him on my Facebook account. You can find his wife, Kelsey Morris, as well attached to him. But Kyle and Kelsey and their son, Conrad, are going to be coming out to us here soon in the coming weeks. I encourage you to invite them with open arms. Invite them out to dinner. Have lunch with him. Get coffee with him. Do whatever you can to follow up with him and get to know our new associate pastor. He's going to be working over at Midland during his full-time job and working with us on a part-time basis. Just some other things that I want to note during family time from this past Sunday. We are going to be starting a new series soon, starting this coming Sunday, the 27th. We're going to be starting in the book of James, and we're going to be in a series called Faith Works. It's really this idea that we're looking at true religion, genuine faith, that faith does work, work for us. In other words, it's the only way we can please God, but also faith works in the sense that it requires us to do something after we've been saved. So we're going to look at the various messages, that the tapestry of wisdom found all in the book of James. That's probably going to take us right before Thanksgiving. I noted on Sunday that after you get done with a book like the book of Daniel, and you've been up in the clouds and a lot of eschatology and end time study and theological beliefs and what's going to happen in the future, it's important that we not just be fed as sheep, but that the sheep exercise as well. If you eat too much without exercising, you might become overweight, and then there's nothing to do with the food that you've taken in. And it's the same thing with the Bible. It's not only important to hear the Word of God, but to exercise and to practice the Word of God. And if there's any book in the New Testament that really hits us in the gut, it's the book of James. It's full of practicality, and it calls us to practical wisdom for us as Christians. I also think there's a number of issues in the book of James that are culturally relevant, and I'm looking forward to the election in early November, and I'm just thinking to myself, what are the practical tools of living the Christian life that we need to be aware of regardless of what's going to take place in our country? I think the book of James has a lot of this for us. So anyways, I look forward to a series there. And then just another announcement that I wanted to be clear to everybody is it appears that we're aiming for a target date of November 8th. That would be the second Sunday in November. But we're aiming towards November 8th for 2 services now at OBC. We're going to continue with a parking lot recording, and then we're also going to aim for a live stream where you could tune in and watch the service from home, that being worship, family time, the message, and all of it. We're working on that technology to get that out to you. But nevertheless, we do believe that we need to create more space in the sanctuary. So with that being said, by November 8th, Lord willing, everything falls into place. We not only will have a radio option, a live stream option, but we're also going to have the option to come into the sanctuary from 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock We'll continue with our breakfast ministry from 9 o'clock to 10. And then our second sanctuary service will be from 10 o'clock to 11 o'clock. So I just want to put that before you. The number one thing that we're going to be needing to make this happen is for people to be ready and willing to serve. This will require a bit of a stretch from all of us, but as we're growing as a congregation, we're also seeking to assimilate other people who are joining our congregation into new areas of service in the body. So that's our hope. This is what we're aiming towards. If you're watching this video, I just want to encourage you, where is the Lord calling you to serve so that OBC can continue to be a ministry that reaches Ottawa with the Word of God, that lives sent. So anyway, these are the best things that I have for now. More details will come out in the coming weeks, just as how the services will double in November. But outside of that, we're excited that Kyle's coming here. We're excited for our new series ahead. I just also posted a video on short, brief devotionals we're going to be doing for just a little bit in the book of Leviticus. Go on to our YouTube page and also our website for that extra online content. But let's make sure that we're praying. Let's make sure we're continuing to give our tithes unto the Lord and for His ministry, and that we keep participating whenever the Lord leads us in a certain direction to where we would reach our community. So pray, tithe, and participate. We thank you for your faithfulness to OBC. If you have any questions for me during this time at OBC, any clarifying questions, please make sure that you get a hold of me, obcdakotasmith@gmail.com. We want everybody to be completely informed and communicated with well and excellently so that nobody's left out. So with all that being said, this is Pastor Dakota. I love you all. Thank you for listening today to this church update from Family Time this past Sunday. We will see you this coming Sunday as we start the book of James. Love you guys. Have a great week.